Hey, it's Joe. So we're going to talk about rates of insurance, especially for boat and yacht insurance, which is our specialty. Big misnomer, or there's a confusing fact that if you get a major rate increase, it's your fault. They're doing it just to you. Frankly, that can't be further than the truth. If anything, if you're a bad risk to most of these insurance companies, what they'll end up doing is just canceling you. They'll non-renew you because you just don't fit their model of what they have to do to make money. Frankly, let's face it, they're all in it to make money. So if you don't fit that model, they'll either raise your rates ridiculously, or if you become a loss leader, they will cancel you. They'll non-renew you. But as far as all the rate increases go recently, because of COVID, they couldn't get the big rate increases annually that they wanted, so they got one big push, and so every carrier took rate this year. This is probably the best time to shop your insurance. If you're fortunate to deal with a broker like myself, we have over 20 companies in the office. We will be very easily do that for our clients. Where you come into an issue is if you call in a carrier direct and you do your own insurance. Frankly, this type of insurance is too confusing. There's too many laws and regulations and every carrier is different, that you should be doing this on your own. If you've got a basic, small little boat, you can probably get away with it. But if you've got a substantial investment in a boat, and I mean $50,000, $100,000 boats, there's no way you should be doing this online by yourself. You should be going with the guidance of an agent like myself or a broker. So we always recommend that. If you have questions, the best way to do it is always to call us directly for the quotes. If you've got a large rate increase, 30%, 35%, and I have seen as high as 40%, that is the company in particular telling us or telling you that they were losing money. They're putting out a lot of claims. Now I know poor insurance companies, oh my goodness, they should lose money. This is a capitalist society, folks. These guys are in the business to make money. And at the same time, if they're protecting you, then it's a win-win for everybody. So you have to look at it that way. They're not purposely trying to get money out of you. They're just not. They wouldn't be surviving all these years. So let's be frank. If you're a bad risk and you put a lot of claims in, you're a tougher risk. You're definitely going to have higher rates if you're even going to be able to get coverage at all. However, if you're a good risk, meaning minimal claims, because there's nothing wrong with putting a claim in, this is what you pay it for, but minimal claims, and you do homework and you protect yourself in true value. You don't overvalue your boat. You only get the coverages that you truly need. That will mitigate some of the higher premiums that we've been seeing. And it's only the beginning of the first quarter of the year, and we're seeing rates that are way higher than they were about a year and a half ago. So, we encourage all our clients to shop. If you've got a direct writer, a Geico, an Allstate, or a State Farm, there's nothing wrong with the shopping them. And they have their good points and bad points as well as every carrier. But you really need to know what you're buying. So when you call direct to these insurance companies, they're assuming you know what you're talking about. They are only there to give you the base coverages, and especially if you're buying on price, they'll just give you the cheapest coverage, and you'll only find that out when claim time happens. So it's really important to know what you're covering, why you're covering it, and for how long you're going to cover it. The premiums will come in. They will fluctuate depending upon the profitability and the loss ratios of these companies. But if you do enough homework, or you have a broker like me that has so many carriers that we can look through the entire market, then at least you're getting the most coverage for the most competitive price. And that's the most important thing that I try to explain to everybody. In the event of a claim, do you want to pay a little bit more premium up front and get full coverage? Or do you want to pay less premium up front and realize that you don't have as much coverage when it comes time to a claim? That's a personal preference for all my clients. CampoSanoMarine.com is our website. Check it out. And if you have any questions, you can always call the office, 888-SOS-BOAT.